Damn, Nature, you're scary.
I'll bite your ass now! Oh, I'm gonna go! I'll get you now, you motherfucker! I'll get you by the head! I got you by the head! I am scratching your fucking eye out! Oh, goddamn, I'm dragging you down! You fight! I'm gonna fucking get you! I want to scratch your face! I am eating your fucking face! I'm eating your face, motherfucker! I'm dragging you down! You are mine! I'm gonna eat you up! I'm gonna drag you down! Oh, you fighting, but you're gonna lose! I'm gonna outfight you! I'm dragging you down! Goddamn, you feel that? You feel it? I am eating your face! Yeah, don't fight it! This is gonna happen! This is what's gonna happen! I'm eating your face! Oh, you are mine! I'm gonna eat you! I tell you now! I told you I was gonna eat you! Oh, I told you!
I stole your meme.
Good morning, Captain. I am your upgraded ship's AI interface. You may call me Double D.
Telling you some shit about Wolverine, yeah! Alright, by 1914, Wolverine had joined the Canadian military and was taking part in World War I. This is where he becomes part of the Devil's Brigade, a group of soldiers. This is also where he meets Silas Burr, his superior officer, who later becomes known as Cyber. In 1915, he meets Lazaire, I think that's how you pronounce it. He claims to be the Angel of Death, and he takes notice of Wolverine because he's not dying when he's supposed to on the battlefield. In 1918, under the orders of Romulus, Cyber kills Wolverine's girlfriend, beats the crap out of him, claws his eyeball out, and leaves him for dead. Wolverine goes feral again for a time, and then ends up back in Madripoor, where he does a few jobs for Lando, Luckman, and Lake. In 1921, he meets Mystique in Mexico. They are both under a firing range being executed, but they, of course, survive. Wolverine joins her bank robbery gang for a little while, but ultimately betrays them. In 1930, he is back in another circus performing as the Amazing Immortal Man. In 1933, he's back in the military, taking part in the Spanish Civil War, where he meets Puck. In 1937, he's fighting Nazis and the Shadow King and meets Ogun. In 1939, he returns to Madripoor and is fighting the Hand. In 1941, he meets Captain America and a young Black Widow in Madripoor, and they all fight Nazis. In 1942, he meets Captain America again and Nick Fury in France this time, and they again fight Nazis.
I go do some shit about Wolverine, yeah!
I stole your meme.
I think you know what you need to do, Captain.
Steve sent me to a planet with an active biohazard warning on it. I almost fucking died. It's not the sort of thing I can let go.
Boom goes the dynamite, and boom goes the dynamite, and boom goes the dynamite.
Hey, Steve. Got a minute? I stole your meme!
Please, it's nothing personal. I just think all humans are scum and wanted you dead.
The best and the worst.
All right, we are here with our third and best so far segment of Astronaut Annie's TV Talk, and we are continuing on, and this time we are doing Supernatural Season 3. And just like the previous couple episodes, we're going to go best and the worst. We like to start out the worst. So what's the dog turd?
Well, for Season 3, again, I can't say that there was a bad episode exactly, just ones that weren't really my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is Bedtime Stories. In this episode, you have a girl who's been in a coma for years and being cared for by her Dr. Dad.
Dr. Dad.
He's been reading fairy tales, and she's somehow causing them to come to life in some weird, distorted way and killing people.
Is she a mutant, or is it magic?
They never really say for sure what exactly is doing it.
It's
Just
more likely to be some sort of magic nonsense. Maybe she's a witch.
spirit still tied to
Shenanigans.
something, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, that one I didn't really care for. The other one that I don't really like is called Time Is On My Side.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, you've got a man that is supposedly using science to...
Science!
Yeah, to stay alive forever. He does this by cutting off parts of other people and adding them to himself. The thing I really don't like about this is Sam's willingness to have Dean do the same thing in order to survive after his whole deal and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a bad plot point. It's something Sam wouldn't do. He's all about making sure the innocent are left unharmed. And
I guess. I think we're a little bit before we get to that part, but he's kind of a bastard when he loses his soul. So the way I kind of have that, it's like,
yeah,
he still has those impulses. It's just when he has a soul, he has a conscience where he doesn't actually do those horrible, shitty things. So he still thinks about doing it. He's just like, I better not.
yeah, perhaps.
He's got a mean streak, maybe.
At that point in time, it didn't really jive with his character.
Not so far. They were telling you stuff.
Yeah.
The bad guy kind of reminds me of Jeepers Creepers.
A little bit, and I am not a big fan of that either.
You love that movie.
I hate that movie.
Oh, before we go on, how many times do you think he's replaced his beaner?
I didn't even consider that.
Aren't you glad I brought that up?
No.
Moving on.
Alright, so moving on to my favorite episodes.
Mm-hmm.
First you have Mystery Spot. You have the trickster making his second appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes quite a fair amount of joy in killing Dean over and over again while Sam tries to save him.
I think we still just know him as Trickster or Loki at this point, yeah?
I believe at this point we've learned that he's Loki.
So we don't know
The rest of it.
the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So, Loki is doing all of this to try and teach Sam to just let Dean go and move on and stop trying to save him from his deal.
So he's beating a dead horse. He's just beating it into his head over and over and over again until it sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like there could have been better ways to do that.
So yeah, with all the fun of watching all of this play out, it does have a bleak message behind it, but still, I like it.
Sure.
My other favorite episode would be Ghostfacers.
Well, that would be my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really fun introduction to a team of ghost chasers. They're kind of doing it with a documentary style approach.
They're so R-worded, it's funny. Just like this show.
Sure. So yeah, I thought it was really well written, had nice bits of comedy and in their silliness to try and do this and record it all.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, so those are my...
That's season 3.
That's season 3.
Any final thoughts?
Just, again, well done stories, some good character development with the brothers, and then you introduce some really good supporting characters, like Bella and Bobby, Loki.
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby's probably the better of the new characters.
I'd say
One of my favorites.
it's a toss-up between Bobby and Loki. I kind of like them both equally.
Not me.
That's my opinion.
I guess so. This is your segment.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
You also have some really intriguing villains with Ruby and Lilith. They provide a nice overall bad guy on top of your monster to me.
Yeah, no, Lilith is a pretty good BBEG, big bad evil guy. Yeah, definitely a monster, and Ruby is definitely, what's the technical term for it? A conniving cunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are very good
I guess
descriptions.
that's a scientific term.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are your final thoughts on season 3.
My final thoughts, yes.
How do you think it compares to the first 2?
Better. Get better and better every year.
We're on an upswing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Like I said, 3rd and best one yet. See you later, Astronaut Annie.
See you later.
I stole your meme!